Hi, my name's Joe Middleton, and I want to talk to you a little bit about the great British sports brand that we are becoming. Now that's a big statement, but let me first take you back into history to understand where we're going in the future. If you look back at the history of sport worldwide, in rather loose statistics, I would say that out of the world's top 20 sports, more than half, maybe 12 or 14, began life, were invented, if you like, in Britain. And they were often invented in the middle of the 19th century, just after the Industrial Revolution, when weekends were first introduced into life, and they became a pastime for the workers from the factories. And these great sports were invented at that period and still today hold a special place in the world of global sport. So many sports still have their premier event and their premier location or stadium. Their iconic locations are still in Britain. So football, Wembley and the FA Cup final, golf, St Andrews and the British Open, Wimbledon, tennis, rowing, Henley, it just goes on and on and on. So Britain, for better or for worse, has a very special place in world sports. But it's a very interesting contrast when you look at the sports kit, sports clothing, sports apparel market, because actually that area is not dominated at all by Britain. It's dominated by American brands, Nike, and Reebok and so on. It's dominated by European brands, Adidas, Puma and so on. There are even New Zealand brands such as Canterbury, but there's no great British sports brand. To me, that's an anomaly. It's a gap, it's a vacuum. Nature abhors a vacuum, and we're going to fill it. PlayerLayer will be the great British sports brand in the future, and we have been fortunate to have a fantastic platform for that, because we began life as making custom kit, custom sports apparel for a large number of British education institutions, the great universities of this country, some of the great private schools of this country. And in those institutions, people come from all over the world to study there. 30% of pupils at universities are from overseas, and it's around 22% in the private schools. So as a result, we have fantastic brand awareness through those institutions with influential and wealthy people and affluent people all around the world, from Bombay to Beijing to Berlin. And our brand is known in those places. And we're going to use that platform as a springboard for the future, as I say, to build the great British sports brand.